Pitching is out there, and there's clipboards on the seat right out there. So, sorry.
Inside the gate. Number 2, Brandon Walker. Number 9, Mitchel. Number 15, how do you typically operate this one? Assistant Coach Chad Corey. You're cool. Assistant Coach Trey Snyder. And manager Raymond Snyder.
I lost a couple pounds, but I'm not that good.
Yeah, we were in Durham one year and
Yeah,
it
it's
was
hosting
like
the Wild.
it's number 19, Andrew Rainer. Somebody sling it down in the foul, you know?
Number 7, Harry Robertson.
Sorry, thank you.
I think
Number 14, JT. Number 21, Mike Buckley.
so. Have you done this anymore?
Yeah.
So you'll be on this one.
Number 2, Luke Garland.
So it's just easy up and down, and then you get out there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool. Thank you.
Number 4, Caleb Chambers. Number 6, Miles Kendrick. Number 3, Aiden Osberg. Number 1, CJ School. Number 13, Katie Davis. Assistant Coach Mason Pinky. Assistant Coach Jake Allen. And manager Norm Bryant. That is not anything that you said. They will bring your captains and take on for America with the playing of the national anthem. Please remain standing for the pledge. I trust in God. I love my country and will respect its laws. I will play fair and strive to win. But win or lose, I will always do my best. That is something to go to the respective dugouts when these games are going to play for pre-game meeting on fire. Hope you did not take the field until the meeting has been completed. Dugout, bullpen, whatever.
Can you see how many viewers you got?
75.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, Joe. I know it's streaming to my house. Appreciate you doing that.
Wow. Don't look good right now.
Why is it?
You can still hear all of it, Chris.
Hear what?
You can hear everything.
Wow.
Like as of 5 seconds
I don't have my mic plugged in.
ago.
Is your headset mic plugged in?
No, I'm unplugged it.
What about that webcam?
Be quiet. Come out.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, test, test. All right, folks, thanks for bearing with us. Had a little audio technical difficulties here to start. First game of the season. If you're just joining us, Brown and Wood has jumped out to the early lead after a Tice Thompson 2-run homer. Sullivan Cobb lays down a nice bunt. JT Williams fires to first, gets past the first baseman, and another run will score. And that'll bring to the plate number 21, Carter Williams, for his first at bat of the game, with Sullivan Cobb at first base. And the first delivery to Williams is high inside, ball one. JT gathers himself on the mound, looks for his signal. And the 1-0 pitch called for a strike, strike one. And the 1-1 offering is outside, gets by the catcher. And that will advance the runner, Sullivan Cobb, into scoring position. So a little bit of nerves early here for JT Williams. Been a long anticipated game. Had the adrenaline flowing a little bit. The 2-1 pitch grounded back to Williams. He checks the runner at second, throws to first. In time for the second out. And that'll bring to the plate Tristan Whited. The left-hander steps in for his first at bat of the new season. The offering from Williams, called strike at the knees. So JT Williams battling back a little bit here after giving up the early home run. Looks like he's gathered and collected himself and his nerves. And starting to pound the zone as the 0-1 pitch is fouled off back to the screen. So Tristan in the hole, 0-2 here. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. The 0-2 pitch. Inside, gets past the catcher. Cobb attempts to advance to third base. And a good play by the catcher on the ricochet off the close fence here at Elm Street Park to record the out at third base for out number 3. So your summary in the top half of the first inning: 3 runs on a home run and 1 on an error. Brown and Wood leads it 3-0. We'll go to the bottom half of the first.
The starting batter for Brown Wood, behind the place number 3, Kane Butcher, and on downs number 14, Tice Thompson.
And we're back, folks, for the bottom half of the first inning. Starting pitcher for Brown and Wood is Tice Thompson. Thompson, who helped us call us in the first inning with that 2-run homer, steps to the mound for his first innings of work. And leading off for Kiwanis is Andrew Rayner. And Rayner fouls off the first offering from Thompson. And the next offering from Thompson's high and inside, ball 1. And the 1-1 grounded in the hole to shortstop. Sliding attempt by the shortstop to his knees. He'll look up and not have a throw. So that'll be a base hit for Rayner. So we welcome our 164 viewers here with us live at Elm Street Park for probably the only baseball in town, only live baseball action. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties we had getting started today, but we'll get those worked out for the second game. And the next pitch to Tice. From Tice to Marin Robinson's fouled back.
Top of the stadium for Free Blue.
Thompson gets a new baseball back on the hill, ready for his next offering. Robinson with a little bat waggle. Next pitch misses a little high and outside, ball 1. So runner on first, nobody out for Kiwanis in the bottom of the first. Thompson's got his pitch set to deliver. Called strike on the outside corner, strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch by Thompson is lined in the left field, caught. Throw trying to pick off the runner at first base. Gets past the first baseman into foul territory. And that'll move Rayner into scoring position into second base on the throwing error.
Number 14, J.T. Williams.
And that'll bring to the plate for Kiwanis J.T. Williams, your starting pitcher for Kiwanis. Starting his 12-year-old season, I believe. Eyes locked in on the pitcher. First offering swung on, hit into the gap. Chasing it down is the center fielder for Brown and Wood. And he makes the play on a nice catch ranging to his right. And he hits the cutoff man to prevent the runner from advancing any further.
Now batting number 21, Carmine Garland.
Let it come back strong, Sully.
And that'll bring to the plate for Kiwanis number 21, Carmen Garland. Garland in his first at bat, the left-hander. Swings at the first pitch, ground ball to the first baseman. Whited steps in the bag, That'll retire the side for out number 3. So 1 inning of baseball complete here in the most anticipated season at Elm Street Park. Your score, Brown and Wood 3, Kiwanis 0.
Leading off the top of the second inning from Brown and Wood's number 13, Tristan Whitehead.
And we're back, folks, with 13, Tristan Whitehead leading off for Brown and Wood. Left-hander steps to the plate. Back out for his second inning of work is for Kiwanis is JT Williams. First pitch misses away, ball 1. And second pitch, kind of a half swing from Whitehead. He went around for a strike. That'll even the count at 1-1. Williams working fast here. Next pitch paints the outside corner for a called strike 2. JT, a little bit of nerves in the first inning. Looks like he settled in nicely. And the 1-2 pitch a little bit high and outside, ball 2. 2-2 misses away. And the 2-2 count, little flare over the third baseman by Tristan Whitehead. And that'll go for a base hit. So Brown and Wood with runners on base and consecutive innings here. And that'll bring to the plate Landon Congleton. Congleton squares around the bunt. And he did go on the bunt attempt. Lines next pitch right back to JT Williams. Turns, fires to second. Relay to first is in time. So a nice play by JT Williams, initiating the double play on the comebacker to the pitcher. Good throw to the bag at second. Good relay over to first. And that will erase the Brown and Wood base runners. And bring to the plate Anderson Watkins. Coach Stein's giving a few directions to Watkins, telling him to slow the inning down a little bit. Didn't want a quick inning. First pitch from Williams was just outside. Looked like he wanted the call. Next pitch swung on, fouled off in the box. We had a little bit of rain here earlier in the day in Greenville, just some light showers from the front off the coast. Blessed to be able to be playing baseball today, and Luckily, it's not very hot. As Watkins swings the next pitch, running the count to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled behind the Brown and Wood dugout, out of play. And the 1-2 pitch from Williams misses outside, ball 2. Anderson swings, ground ball to second base. Throw to first is in time. And that will retire Brown and Wood here in the top half of the second inning. Coming up, we'll have Kiwanis coming to bat after we're back after the break.
Leading off the line down to the second inning for Kiwanis is number 8, Corey Drake.
Our warm-up pitches are complete. Brown and Wood pitcher Tice Thompson. As you heard the voice of Elm Street Park, Scott Rogers, tell us, the leadoff batter for Kiwanis is Corbin Kendrick. And Kendrick squares around for the first pitch, takes high, ball 1. And the 1-0 offering to Kendrick, squared around a bunt. He took the pitch for a called strike on the outside corner. So 1-1, looks like Kiwanis is trying to use the bunt here to get some base runners going. Maybe put a little pressure on Thompson, who's looked good so far. Pounding the strike zone there with his next pitch. That'll bring the count to 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch catches the outside corner for strike 3. So Kendrick caught looking on strikes for the first out.
Number 2, Luca Garland.
And that'll bring to the plate Luca Garland. Garland awaiting the offer from Tice Thompson. Taken on the outside corner at the knees, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, Garland takes a hack at it. A little bit late on the swing. Infield playing regular depth for Brown and Wood. The 0-2 line to the shortstop. It was hit on the screws, but right at the shortstop. 4 out, number 2. So with 2 outs, Javian Warren will step to the plate. And he takes a pitch top of the zone for strike 1. And that pitch misses high, outside, ball 1. And that pitch misses away, ball 2. Defensive alignment for Brown and Wood. Got the corners playing in. Third baseman almost at the grass cutout. Wide at first for Brown and Wood. Also playing even with the bag. The 2-1 pitch. And that's a strike at the knees. That'll bring the count to 2-2. So thank you for joining us today on our first broadcast from Stallings Stadium, Elm Street Park. The 2-2 pitch. Misses low. That'll bring the count to 3-2. Excited to be bringing you baseball today. Greenville Little Leagues. I apologize for some of the camera angles here. Trying to pull double, triple duty here. Running the stats, the cameras, and announcing. We'll try to do better. We'll get it ironed out. As a 3-2 pitch from Thompson taken at the knees, strike 3. So that'll retire Kiwanis in the bottom of the second. Your score, Brown and Wood 3, Kiwanis 0.
Your attention please, now entering the game for Kiwanis is number 1, CJ Sproul, for number 2, Luca Garland, in the 6th spot. Hitting off the top of the 3rd inning for Brown and Wood's number 3, Cade Butcher.
And we're back here with top of the 3rd action, Brown and Wood. First pitch swung on by the leadoff hitter, Cade Butcher. Sends that out to center field for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 14, Tice Thompson.
And that'll bring to the plate Tice Thompson, who led off the first inning with a 2-run home run into right center field. So Williams looks like he's going to be careful with Thompson here. First pitch outside, ball 1. Williams looking good the last 2 innings after giving up the home run. Next pitch misses high, ball 2, 2-0. JT Williams just threw his 39th pitch. Facing his pitching counterpart here in the box. Next pitch misses low and away, ball 3. Williams being extra careful with the dangerous Tice Thompson. 3-0 in there for a called strike. So hitters count for Thompson, 3-1. And that ball gets to the backstop for ball 4. Tice will hustle on down to first base. So for Brown and Wood, runner at first with 1 out.
Harrison Corey.
And stepping to the plate for Brown and Wood is Harrison Corey. Corey checks the coach for a signal, steps in the box. Third baseman for Kiwanis in on the grass, anticipating a bunt. And Williams misses away, ball 1. So thank everyone for joining us today on a very anticipated ball game. We waited almost 2 months from our original schedule opening day for Greenville Little Leagues. And Williams there starting to try to nibble on the corners, just missing, not by much, as the count runs to 3-0. To Harrison Corey, the 3-0. High and inside for ball 4. So back-to-back walks for Brown and Wood. That'll put runners at first and second, 1 out. And stepping to the plate is Case and Chase. Chase shows the bunt, watches the pitch, pulls back for a called strike, strike 1. Let us know, folks, where you're joining today. We do have the chat open, so we can maybe give you a shout out on air. As Williams' next pitch misses low and away, ball 1. Defensive alignment for Kiwanis. Outfield is straight up as that pitch dribbled back to JT Williams. Turns, fires to third base to record the second out. So good job of turning glove side by JT Williams, making a good throw to to third base to retire the lead runner. That'll leave runners at first and second for Brown and Wood with 2 outs. Stepping to the plate for Brown and Wood is Sullivan Cobb. Left-hander steps in. The first pitch from Williams misses high, ball 1. Runners for Brown and Wood doing a little dance off the bags there, trying to draw a throw from the Kiwanis catcher. Catching today for Kiwanis is Marion Robertson. The 1-0 swung on by Cobb and missed. The 1-1 offering from Williams. Cobb puts a good cut on it, fouls it back to the screen. That'll run the count to 1-2. So 2 on, 2 out for Brown and Wood here in the top of the third. 1-2 pitch misses low and away. Runner from second dances off a little too far for Robertson's liking. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, slow roller, fielded by the shortstop. Over to first. And in time for out number 3. Looked like Cobb might have slowed up just a bit there as he got to the first base bag, and that was the difference in the play. So 2 runners left on base for Brown and Wood. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Brown and Wood leads 3-0.
Concentrate! Concentrate!
Welcome back, folks, to live Little League action here at Stallings Stadium in Elm Street Park as we head to the bottom of the third inning. And stepping to the plate for Kiwanis is Caleb Chambers. Thompson pitching for Brown and Wood, working his third inning. He's thrown 22 pitches. First pitch. Just missed low, ball one. A lot of energy here in the ballpark for this first game of Greenville Little League season. Defensive alignment for Brown and Wood. Outfield playing a step or two in. Infield straight up. Chambers swings. Hits one back to the mound. Thompson throws to first. Throw is a little up the line, but it was handled nicely by the first baseman, Tristan Whited. So Chambers grounds out 1-3 for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring to the plate Miles Kendrick. The left-hander steps to face Thompson. Brown and Wood, third baseman, in on the grass. So excited to be bringing you baseball here today from Elm Street Park as we start the season under some different circumstances with the pandemic. Might notice a reduced number of fans in the stands as we follow the governor's guidelines for outdoor gatherings. As the count runs to 2-0 to Kendrick. The 2-1 pitch. Thompson choked that one a little bit, bounced in front of the plate, skipped it in there. Might have gripped down a little bit too hard. That'll run the count to 3-1 to Miles Kendrick as Coach Steins for Brown and Wood makes the trip out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. So if you're joining us late, thanks to our 178 viewers here taking the opportunity to watch some live baseball from Elm Street Park. The run started early for Brown and Wood as Thompson hit a 2-run homer in the top of the first. They later added a run on a throwing error. That brings us to our score of 3-0 here in the bottom of the third as the meeting at the mound concludes. Thompson's 3-1 offering. Right down the middle for a called strike. Got a bunch of shout outs here in the chat. A bunch of people saying go K-Tribe. As Kendrick takes his next pitch outside for ball 4. So Kendrick trots down to first base with one out. And that'll roll the lineup over for Kiwanis. And bring to the plate Andrew Rayner. Rayner in the box with the open stance. And the first pitch from Thompson misses low and away, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch from Thompson's thrown behind Rayner. That gets to the backstop. And that'll advance Miles Kendrick on the wild pitch. So Kiwanis is in business here with one out, runner in scoring position. Top of the lineup coming to the plate. As Thompson set to deliver his 34th pitch of the game. And that pitch misses high over the head of Rayner, ball 3. So Thompson maybe experienced a little bit of a grip issue here. We did have a little bit of rain prior to the game. A little bit of moisture in the dirt and the infield grass. But awesome conditions for baseball here at Elm Street Park. Thompson takes a little time getting his sign here. The 3-0 offering. Misses low and inside, and Rayner will take that pitch and make his way down to first base. So 2 runners on now for Kiwanis, first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring to the plate for Kiwanis, number 7, Marion Robinson. First pitch to Robinson, skips in there, blocked by the catcher. Runners will not be allowed to advance. On a good stop by the catcher, Brown and Wood catcher, Kate Butcher. The 1-0 pitch. Butcher tries to frame that one, missed just low, ball 2. And I think Coach Steins is making another trip. And that'll be a pitch and change for Brown and Wood. So we'll close the book on Thompson as he threw 37 pitches. And we'll have a pitch and change for Brown and Wood. Coach Steins brings to the mound Harrison Corey as he'll begin his warm-up tosses.
Your attention please, now pitching for Brown with great Harrison Corey.
Come out here. What you got? You can't go. What? You good?
Harrison Corey's completed his warm-up tosses, and he's ready with a 2-0 count to the batter. His first offering in there for a called strike. Little bit of disapproval from Kiwanis manager in the dugout. As the next pitch from Corey swung on and missed for strike 2. That'll run the count to 2-2. Coach Norm Bryant encouraging his batter here. 2 runners on, 1 out in the bottom of the third. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, little looper. Shortstop was playing in over his head. Gets into center field. Sullivan Cobb picks it up, tosses it to second base for the force out. So good job by Sullivan Cobb there to get an out on that base hit. And that'll leave runners at the corners for Kiwanis with 2 outs. Stepping to the plate is the dangerous JT Williams. First pitch misses low and away, ball 1. We thank everyone for joining us this afternoon. Almost hit the 200 viewer mark, so a lot of people out there trying to catch some Little League action. Some of the only live sports going on. I think golf has returned a little bit, NASCAR, and now we have Greenville Little League Baseball for your sports action. The 2-0 pitch. Just missed inside, 3-0. Voice of Elm Street, Scooter Rogers, also reminded me we have Korean baseball if you'd like to get up at 5 in the morning. Watch some professional baseball as well. The 3-0 to Williams. Swung on in a drive, center field. Cobb backs up to the warning track. One hops the wall. That'll score one for Kiwanis. Marion Robinson hustles around second into third. So that'll be an RBI single, a long single to straightaway center field for JT Williams, plating the first run of the year for Kiwanis. Good swing there by Williams on the 3-0 pitch. Runners on the corners. You might see someone take off here. May see a play here to try to get the runner from third home. As the first pitch to Carmen Garland is taken low, ball one. Left-hander in there with an orange and yellow bat. Takes the next pitch on the outside corner, strike one. So Williams at first, his catcher Marion Robinson at third. The 1-1 swung on, Williams takes off. Throw goes back to the mound by Brown and Wood. They'll concede the stolen base by JT Williams to keep the runner from scoring at third. And that'll bring runners to second and third here with 2 outs. And the 1-2 pitch by Garland swung on and missed. He'll go down swinging. That'll retire the side. But Kiwanis gets a run back there on the RBI single from JT Williams. After 3 complete, your score, Brown and Wood 3, Kiwanis 1.
Here's just a relief out. Entering the game for Kiwanis is number 3, Aiden Osberg, for number 4, Caleb Chambers, in the 8th spot.
All right, we're back here live at Stallings Stadium in Elm Street Park, the Elm Street Park Network, bringing you the live action here today. As Carter Williams steps to the plate for Brown and Wood here, leading things off in the 4th. JT Williams out for his 4th inning of work, throwing 54 pitches. And his first pitch swung on by Williams, one hopper to the second baseman. Throws the first in time on a nice one-hop play by Corbin Kendrick to retire Williams. We appreciate everyone tuning in today as you might be getting off work on this a little bit early on this Friday. Got some shout outs for Cade from Brown and Wood from Michael. A couple people saying go K Tribe in the chat. As we had I think our first substitution here for Brown and Wood, as we do have mandatory play. All players must get one at bat and play 6 consecutive outs. As manager Ramey Steins has put in Mitchell Patrick for his at bat here in the 4th. First pitch misses away. Next pitch swung on, ripped down the first baseline, foul off the screen. But a good cut by Patrick. Counts 1-1. Tom Williams delivers. Strike on the outside corner. And Patrick's in the 1-2 hole. So nobody on. 1 out for Brown and Wood in the 4th. Kiwanis infield playing straight up. Outfield for Kiwanis playing a few steps shallow. As some of our 9-year-olds look like they're getting their at-bats. As Kendrick takes that one off the hand. And will take his base down to first on the hit by pitch.
No, it didn't hit him in his arm. He wouldn't be hurt shaking his hand if he wasn't hurt. No, I got it on video.
So Patrick took his base on the hit by pitch as Kiwanis manager Norm Bryant comes out to talk about what the umpire saw on the play. And he gets his answer and heads back to the dugout. So 1 out, runner on first. Landon Conklinton will step to the plate. The first pitch misses away, 1-0. The 1-0 from Williams. Strike on the inside corner as the catcher Marion Robinson checks on the runner at first. Third baseman for Kiwanis playing in as Landon swings at the 1-1 pitch. Pitch is a little high and away. The 1-2. Fouled off out of play. The 1-2. Swing and a 1 hop. Ruled a catch on the line drive. Throws over to first to double up Patrick. So the second double play turned by the Kiwanis defense. That'll retire Brown and Wood here in the top of the 4th. So hard hit ball by Landon there, caught by the second baseman, and a nice play to end the inning. So your score still Brown and Wood 3, Kiwanis 1. Bottom of the 4th coming up.
Irresistible Blues now entering the game for Brown Lewis, number 2, Brady Walker, for number 4, Sullivan Cobb in the 5 spot, and number 10, Jacob Hannon.
And welcome back, folks. Thanks for hanging with us here, the Elm Street Park Network, coming to you live from Stallings Stadium in Elm Street Park, bringing you opening day baseball for Greenville Little League. Much anticipated opening day. And our first game matches up Brown and Wood versus Kiwanis, as Brown and Wood leads here in the bottom of the fourth, 3-1. Leading off for Kiwanis here in the bottom half of the inning is Corbin Kendrick. Kendrick works the count to 1-1. Kiwanis looking here to get some base runners, get things going here for their offense. As that pitch from Harrison Corey sails high and inside on him. Counts 2-1. Next pitch swung on and missed. As Brown and Wood gets their defensive alignment set. Outfield playing straight away. Infield looks pretty straight up. Shortstop might be in a step. The 2-2 from Corey. Swung on and missed. As Corbin Kendrick goes out down on strikes for the first out.
Now, number 1, CJ Sproul.
That'll bring for Kiwanis CJ Sproul to the plate, his first at bat of the new 2020 season. Takes the first pitch high and inside, ball 1. So glad to be bringing you guys baseball here today. We had a little rain shower earlier, but that has passed. Nice cool weather for June. Commissioner Brian Weingart said that we may have the warmest opening day in Greenville Little League history. That turned out to not be the case, luckily for us. As the 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner. Counts 1-1. Brown and Wood outfield comes in a step. Infield also playing just a step shallow, even with the bag. As Sproul swings through the next pitch. He's in a 1-2 hole here. Next pitch fouled back to the screen and out of play. Looks like Andrew Rayner may be starting to throw in the Kiwanis bullpen, which also doubles as the dugout with these coronavirus restrictions. As Sproul hits a tapper back to the mound. Harrison Corey Fields flips the first to retire the speedy Sproul at first base for the second out. So no one on, 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Kiwanis. Javian Warren will step to the plate. The left-hander takes the first pitch high and away, ball 1. Rayner may be coming in to relieve JT Williams on the mound. Williams has thrown 65 pitches through 4 innings. The 1-0 to Warren, taken high, ball 2. Corners in a couple steps on the infield for Brown and Wood. Outfield straight away, except center field. And the 2-0 pitch right down the middle. As our announcer Chip O'Rear says, right down Broadway. The 2-1 swung on and missed. Chip, one of our great volunteer announcers for our Tournament of State Champions. As the 2-2 just missed outside. That'll bring the count to 3-2. With the exciting news of the Little League Softball World Series coming to Greenville. The Tournament of State Champions moved to Wilson, North Carolina. As Warren swings through that pitch, that'll retire the side. No hits, no errors, no runs. No one left on base. Brown and Wood leads 3-1. We'll head to the top of the 5th when we return.
Your distribution now entering the game for Juanas is number 13, Kate Davis, number 6, Miles Kendrick, and 9 spots.
And welcome back, folks, here to live action here at Stallings Stadium, Elm Street Park. Opening day baseball for Greenville Little Leagues, as our suspicions were confirmed. Kiwanis manager Norm Bryant has made the Muscle Maker Grill call to the bullpen, bringing in number 19, Andrew Rayner, for his first appearance on the mound. So closed the book on JT Williams. A good outing. Gave up 3 runs over 4 innings. Definitely gave his team a chance to win the ball game as the first pitch from Rayner swung on by the Brown and Wood batter. And Rayner has quickly worked ahead here on the Brown and Wood batter. Has him 0-2. The right-hander set. Fires. Pitch got away from him just a little bit. Misses high and inside. So Kiwanis pitcher JT Williams makes the move to shortstop as Rayner is moved to the mound. The 1-2 fouled back to the screen behind the catcher. We'll do it again, 1-2 count. As the Kiwanis outfield playing shallow, infield straight up. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. So substitutions in now for both teams. As Cade Butcher, the catcher for Brown and Wood, will step to the plate. Cade's also a pretty good pitcher as well. See if we see him on the mound today as he squares. And takes a good look at the pitch from Rayner, the new pitcher, for a called strike. Butcher steps out of the box, checks for his sign, as the Kiwanis coaches back the outfield up just a few steps. And the 0-1 from Rayner is a great pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. So first 2 batters, Rayner has looked very good, in command of his fastball. He's tried to work both corners of the plate. As the off-speed pitch there, 0-2, misses high. Looked like the first off-speed pitch we've seen from Rayner. He gets his sign, he hides his eyes behind his glove. Now he's set. 1-2 swung on, line drive. as JT Williams reaches out and snags that liner to retire Cade Butcher, who hit the ball right on the nose. Just a little unlucky there. Hit it right at the shortstop. For the second out.
Now batting number 14, Bryce Foxen.
Going to the chat here, we have some viewers. The Havelock Edward Jones office enjoying the game here today. As the first pitch from Rayner, called strike on the outside corner. As Tice Thompson steps to the plate for Brown and Wood. The 0-1. Low and away and bounces to the screen. That'll even the count. If you're joining us late, Thompson led off in the first inning with a 2-run home run to right center field. To start scoring off for Brown and Wood, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on high, pop up, straightaway right field. Kiwanis right fielder backpedaling, can't make the catch. Williams rounding second, he's heading to third. Here comes the relay. As the relay comes in, and Thompson will be in there with a stand-up triple, as the Kiwanis right fielder was unable to make the catch as he was backpedaling toward the warning track on a high fly ball.
Now batting number 8, Harrison Corey.
So Thompson's at third. And that'll bring to the plate the pitcher Harrison Corey as he fouls that first pitch off the umpire's shoulder. As anyone that umpires baseball, you need to invest heavily in your chest protector. As the next pitch from Rayner paints the outside corner for strike 2. Rayner giving a look to Thompson on third base, making sure he goes back to the bag. Marin Robinson also keeping an eye on the runner at third. The 0-2 just missed outside. Looked like Harrison Corey wanted to swing at that one, but he held up. That'll run the count to 1-2. As the infield for Kiwanis playing a little deep. Just on the edge, swung on. Slow roller, first base. Fielded by the first baseman, Garland. And he steps on first base, and that'll retire the side here for Brown and Wood in the top of the 5th. No hits, no runs. I'm sorry, 1 hit, no run, 1 runner left on base. Brown and Wood leads 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Leading off the bottom half of the 5th inning, for the Kiwanis is number 3, Eden Osborne.
Welcome back, folks. We're back from our between inning break as we head to the bottom of the 5th here. Harrison Corey back on the mound for Brown and Wood. I believe in his 3rd inning of work. He's thrown 28 pitches. Also been pretty consistently in the strike zone. As Aiden Osborne steps to the plate for Kiwanis, he's worked the count to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch misses low and inside, ball 3. Osborne played his fall ball with the Dusty Divots a few years ago. Made his way through the Greenville Little League draft. And he takes the next pitch for ball 4. So Osborne will head down to first with a leadoff walk. I believe Aiden has a twin brother as well. As Bryan Wood manager Ramey Steins heads to the mound for another mound visit. Talk to his pitcher after giving up that leadoff walk. All baseball coaches hate leadoff walks. I've heard a lot of stats about leadoff walks. The coach will tell you 80% of leadoff walks score. I don't know about that, but it is high. As our umpire Garrett Wingate makes his way out to the mound to finish up this conference, get this game moving again.
First charge conference on this inning, and the first for this pitcher. Now batting number 13, Caden Davis.
And stepping to the plate for Kiwanis will be Caden Davis. Bryan Wood defense is bringing the corners in, maybe playing for a bunt here. Middle infielders are in their double play depth as Davis takes a big, healthy cut at that first offering. That was a home run cut there. Trying to tie this ball game with one swing, maybe. So Bryan Wood, middle infielders double play depth, corners in. And the 0-1, maybe off speed pitch, the outside corner swung on and missed. First strike 2. And another healthy cut there from Caden Davis. He'll go down swinging for the first out, and that'll roll the lineup over for Kiwanis, bringing up the leadoff hitter, your pitcher, Andrew Rayner. So runner on first, 1 out. First pitch misses outside, ball 1, as the Bryan Wood coaches try to get their outfield defense aligned. Outfield playing deep, maybe about 5 steps off the warning track. Infield also playing back as that pitch bounces. Osborne takes off for second, and a great throw from the catcher from Bryan Wood. Cade Butcher is in time to erase the would-be base stealer, as Aiden Osborne took off on that pitch that got away from Butcher, but was not able to advance. So that'll be the second out. And a 2-0 count to Rayner. Swung on high, chopper right in front of the mound. Harrison Corey sliding on his knees, throws to first in time by a step to get Andrew Rayner. That'll end the inning for Kiwanis, so no runs, no hits, no errors. Your score still Bryan Wood 3, Kiwanis 1. We'll be right back with 6th inning baseball here at Elm Street Park. So welcome back, folks, here to live baseball here with opening day of Greenville Little Leagues. Excited to be calling and bringing you guys the action here on the Elm Street Park Network. Might notice a few changes here if we can get our cameras around the ballpark here. We have social distancing orders in effect, so we have players not using the dugouts. They're using the outdoor spaces around it. We also have our fans socially distanced, and we've also got a limited number of tickets for this ball game here today and all of our Little League ball games as we follow the governor's COVID-19 executive orders. Also, probably will not see our usual Little League post-game handshakes, among some other things here at Elm Street Park. But glad to be bringing you live baseball once again on this most anticipated start to the regular season, as Rayner's back out for his second inning of work. Very efficient in the first inning, throwing 16 pitches. And he starts with Kason Chase stepping to the plate for Brown and Wood. First pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Misses low and away. Ball one. So a very good ball game here in our first game of the day. One of, I believe, 3 games here tonight at Elm Street Park. The 1-1 misses low and away, as Rayner might have a little bit of the announcer's curse here as those 2 pitches have missed. The 2-1 to Chase, fouled off on the right side toward the Elm Street center. That'll be a free small drinker blow pop. Actually, it'll just be a blow pop, as the concession stand is closed here at Elm Street Park due to our restrictions. The 2-2 to Chase, swung on and just fouled off back to the screen. He just got a piece of that one. So that'll keep the count at 2-2. New life there off that pitch. A very good pitch from Rayner. Just at the top of the strike zone. Steps, fires the 2-2. And that one will miss low and outside. That'll bring the count to 3-2 for the leadoff batter for Brown and Wood here in the top of the 6th. Brown and Wood looking to get some base runners here, maybe add some insurance runs for this final inning, as that pitch grounded to the shortstop. J.T. Williams fields, throws the first. Not in time, says first base umpire. As J.T. Williams fielded that slow roller, maybe patted the glove one time, and that was the difference, allowing the runner to reach safely. So runner on first, nobody out for Brown and Wood as time is called. Coach Steins wants to discuss what's going to happen with his batter, Brady Walker. Starts the season here, signals might be new, might have changed signals, might not have gone through all the signals yet here. We had a limited amount of practice time from the draft and opening day here. So that conference is complete. As Walker steps to the plate, the right-hander, with Kason Chase on first. First pitch, misses inside, ball one. Just missed, very close pitch there. Very competitive pitch there from Andrew Rayner. Third baseman for Kiwanis, Aiden Osborne, in on the grass. Maybe playing for a bunt here. The 1-0 misses high and outside. Ball two. Appreciate all our viewers today, as we have now gone over 200 viewers for this first ball game. A lot of people excited about Greenville Little League baseball getting started today. As a 2-0 pitch right down Broadway from Chip O'Rear, who sent me a text earlier saying he appreciated the shout out. He had that was his his tagline. We're going to make a T-shirt for Chip called Right Down Broadway. Couple fans in the chat saying go K-Tribe. Bill Boyle happy to have Greenville Little League back. As Brady Walker steps back out to talk to Coach Steins. I think Walker's taking a minute to collect himself here. We want to thank everyone for joining us today, and also thank all the people that have done a lot of work, a lot of legwork getting baseball to us today. We thank the city of Greenville Recreation and Parks for their cooperation and their help getting this started today. I think I saw Parks and Rec Director Gary Fenton in the area today. As Brady Walker steps back to the plate, 2-1 count. Andrew Rayner waiting for the umpire to put the ball in play. Two-one as the corners come in for Kiwanis. Middle infielders are double play depth, and that pitch right down Broadway for strike two. Outfield for Kiwanis has shallowed up, trying to take away a base hit from Brady Walker. The 2-2 misses low and away, ball three. As Chase takes off, he'll take the extra bag on the wild pitch. That'll run your count to 3-2. Nobody out, runner on second base for Browning Wood. Corner still in for Kiwanis. Middle infielders back at double play depth. The payoff pitch misses high, ball four. Yes, I don't know if Brady Walker knew that was ball four as he trots on down to first base. So that'll be runners at first and second. Nobody out still for Browning Wood. And now batting is Carter Williams, the first baseman. First pitch from Rayner. Fouled back right at us here in the press box for strike one. Want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors for Greenville Little League that help make this happen. Might see them on our outfield fence, those fence sponsors. As Williams pops it up behind the plate, Marion Robertson gives chase, but it reaches the roofing here at Elm Street Park and is out of play, strike two. So first bit of trouble here for Andrew Rayner here. That pitch lined right back where he threw it from, back to Rayner. Fielded by the second baseman. He flips to JT Williams for the first force out. So Brady Walker out on the force out. 4-6 on that put out. So we'll have runners on the corners, one out for Browning Wood here in the top of the sixth. Rayner has thrown 32 pitches. As you can hear the voice of Elm Street Park saying we have a substitution for Brown and Wood. Tristan Whited is back in the lineup, the left-handed first baseman. First pitch from Rayner on the outside corner, called strike one. So Rayner trying to work out of a little bit of a jam here. Runners on the corner, one out. The 0-1. Swung on, ground ball back to Rayner. Doesn't check the runner, goes two. Back to first in time. And he turns the double play. So a nice turn between Rayner and J.T. Williams to turn the third double play, I believe, of the game for Kiwanis. So good defense here. Kiwanis flashing the leather. That'll retire the side, get him out of the jam. Your score still, Brown and Wood 3, Kiwanis 1. Last inning for Kiwanis here. Last at bat. Here we go.
Now, re-entering the game for our visitor force on top for number 2. Brady Walker in the 5 spot, and number 1, Emerson Watkins for number 10, Jacob Ham in the 9 spot.
And welcome back, folks, here to live baseball, opening day baseball at Stallings Stadium, Elm Street Park. This is the Elm Street Sports Network here. Glad to bring you the action and the call here for opening day Greenville Little Leagues as Coach Norm Bryan and his Kiwanis squad find themselves trailing 3-1 here, headed into the bottom of the 6th. He does have the middle meat of his order coming to the plate here in this last inning, as pitcher Harrison Corey into work, the 6th, I believe is third or fourth inning of work, having thrown 39 pitches, and he leads off with a strike to Robertson. Brown and Wood infield playing straight up, outfield also straight up as well, as that next pitch tails outside, ball 1. The 1-1 to Marin, swung on and just foul down the third base side. So maybe an off-speed pitch there from Harrison Corey. Had Marin Robinson a little bit out in front, was unable to keep that ball fair. Finds himself in a 1-2 hole. The pitch from Corey is low and away. A lot of excitement around this first game here at Elm Street Park. The 2-2 foul down the first base line, as it looked like Marin was trying to take that pitch backside, hitting it where it's pitched. Did a good job there. Getting a lot of encouragement from his teammates there in the dugout / bullpens. The 2-2 from Corey, off-speed pitch, ground ball fielded by the shortstop, comes up. One hopper to the first baseman, Tristan Whited, who was unable to keep his foot on the bag. And that'll be the first base runner of the inning for Kiwanis, as Marin Robinson reaches safely on that ground ball to the shortstop. Kind of a slow roller to short with the wet grass here at Elm Street Park. A little bit of rain we had earlier. So runner on first, nobody out. JT Williams stepping to the plate. The first pitch to Williams misses low and away, ball 1. As time is called, looks like the Brown and Wood manager is going over some pitching and catching signals with his catcher, Kate Butcher. Might have been a pitch in the wrong location or wrong pitch selection there. So that meeting is complete, and Williams steps back to the plate, the 1-0 count. And the 1-0 pitch just misses outside, ball 2. Pretty good pitch there by Harrison Corey. Trying to be careful here with the dangerous JT Williams. Going to be very specific where they pitch JT. The 2-0 misses high, ball 3. So JT Williams here, way ahead in the count. Let's see if he's taking on this pitch, as a lot of coaches direct their batters to do, with a 3-0 count. And the 3-1 right down the middle. Good hack by JT Williams, just missed as he fouled it back toward the screen. We want to thank everyone for joining us today. Good opportunity to watch some live baseball. See Coach Corey Scott there in the chat joining us today. That off-speed pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. Good pitch from Harrison Corey there. Made JT Williams' knees buckle just a little bit. I don't think he was looking curveball there. So now 3-2 count as Williams chokes up on the bat a little bit. The payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and line foul down the first base side as that one gets out of the playing field. Not a big gaggle of kids running around the ballpark today to go collect those foul balls for those free blow pops, as is tradition here at Elm Street Park. The 3-2, two-hopper to the third baseman. He goes to second for the lead out. So 5-4 on the fielder's choice there for JT Williams. Coach Corey Scott saying he can't wait to play at 8 o'clock as part of our triple header here of opening day at Elm Street Park. I believe Remax faces Overton's at 8 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. So a good matchup between Coach Vince Vincent and his Overton squad versus Corey Scott and their Remax squad. And we got a break in the action as Brown and Wood manager Ramey Steins has made the Muscle Maker Grill call to the bullpen, bringing in Carter Williams to the mound. We'll be right back. All right, warm-up tosses are complete for the new Brown and Wood pitcher Carter Williams, as he faces Carmen Garland. with 1 out and a runner on first. JT Williams on first. First pitch swinging high. Drive pop up to right field. Backpedaling is the Brown and Wood right fielder who makes the catch and gets the throw quickly into second base to prevent the speedy JT Williams from possibly tagging up on that play. That ball was definitely deep enough for JT to maybe tag up, but a good play by the Brown and Wood right fielder. Very tough to get enough on your throw when backpedaling. That ball made him drift back as it carried a little bit more than he expected, but a great play. And first pitch to Corbin Kendricks popped up toward the Brown and Wood dugout. That'll just get out of play, just out of the reach of Tice Thompson in foul territory. So 2 outs, runner on first for Kiwanis. They need to push a couple of runs across here. As Williams is ready, the 0-1 to Kendrick. Off-speed pitch inside corner, called strike. Good pitch from Williams. That'll bring the count to 0-2. As Brian Woods looking to close out Kiwanis in the 6th inning here. Williams at first, 2 outs. The 0-2. Just missed outside corner. Good pitch again from Carter Williams. Just missed on the outside corner. As JT Williams tries to inch away from first base. Brian Wood infield playing straight up. Outfield straight away as well. Another off-speed pitch from Williams. Misses high and inside. And that'll bring the count to 2-2. Two offering, line foul. There's a good cut there by Corbin Kendrick. Was not fooled on the pitch at all and was protecting his strike zone. Keeping the at-bat alive. So all 2s on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Infield creeping in for Brown and Wood. Next pitch swung on. Little looping, lazy fly ball to right field. Brown and Wood right fielder Anderson Watkins is under it, makes the catch. That'll retire the side. And that's the ball game, folks, here as Brown and Wood defeats Kiwanis to move to 1-0 on the season, as we have a hat salute to both teams. Like we said, no post-game handshake, so we have the hat salute. But a good ball game by both teams there to start the season. Brown and Wood will start the season 1-0. Kiwanis will drop to 0-1. And we'll have Game 2 action here from Stalling Stadium and Elm Street Park here in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll be back live with our second game coming up.